Hello, you guys, and welcome back. So I wasn't even planning on filming this video today or even this week, but I was getting ready this morning and I have some filming to get done and Mateo is with my mom. So I was like, you know what? It will be 6 months in a few days of my health journey, and 6 months is like such a big milestone. So I thought that this would be the perfect time to kind of film an updated YouTube video that sounded weird, but a YouTube video all about my weight loss and changes in my body, and answer a lot of frequently asked questions and just kind of update everything, because the last time I made a video was 3 to 4 months ago, I believe. So it has been a while. So I thought that we could just do a full updated one. I do have a fitness Instagram, over on Instagram, obviously, where I share updates on my health. I share workouts, I share food, I share a lot of links to things that I use all the time. Also, anything that I talk about in this video that I can link down below, I will link, because a lot of stuff obviously has been so helpful over the course of this 6 months. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I can't believe 6 months has flown by. It also has been 6 months in 2023 almost, which is also insane. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I'm going to try to not ramble too much, because I got some comments on my last video saying that I just was kind of talking around the subject and stuff like that. But I feel like I was a little bit more nervous about sharing this, but since I have been sharing it so openly for so many months now, I think that I've gotten the swing of it. I'm a little bit more used to it. I'm a little bit not more used to the hate comments, because they still hurt. I did kind of share something about that on my second Instagram, but it's been months of it. So anyway, so let's just get into this, because I am very, very excited. I don't want this to come off negative at all. But I always, there's a little bit of nervousness when I talk about this stuff, but it is very exciting. So let's get into the video. So I'm going to kind of just do this in sections. I will talk about just updates on my weight loss and all the commonly asked questions at the beginning, and then I'll share a lot of food, or kind of the food that I've been eating, stuff about diet and all of that stuff. And then I will also talk about my workouts in the gym and stuff like that. So very exciting. But for starters, I am just about 60 pounds down. I say just about because weight can fluctuate, and so I've hit the 60-pound mark, but I do feel like I give and take 5 pounds, just because, with how weight is and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's been just about 60 pounds. If you guys did not know, I started this health journey at 227 pounds, and I'm 5'2". I felt so beautiful before I started this, but I was having a lot of health complications. 2022 was not a fun year. I've talked about this a little bit more in depth, I feel like, in my last weight loss video, so I'm not gonna go crazy into it. But yeah, I was just in and out of doctor's appointments. We could not find out what was wrong with me. My anxiety was through the roof. And I actually did not have a single doctor tell me that it could be weight related. So I just, in my mind, I was like, you know what? I feel like a lot of this stuff could possibly be weight related. So I decided to just, take it into my own hands. And that is what kind of sparked this whole 2023, even though I started in December of 2022, but this whole, new year, new me. I don't know, that sounds very cliche, but that's just what we're gonna go with. So yeah, I never felt like I needed to lose weight. I always felt really beautiful and really comfortable in my skin, especially the past few years. And with doing this job, it just made me feel really, really good. So I feel like that's why it took me so long to come to the conclusion that it possibly could be weight related or the way that I was eating, because I was not eating right at all. I would eat whatever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. So yeah, it was just kind of like, okay, I have to do this because I have to, make sure I can be the best mom that I can be to my son. And that was what was important, is that I absolutely loved myself, but I wanted to feel good on the inside. I was not feeling good. It was like, even waking up in the morning was honestly just stressful. It was not good. Like, sometimes when I think back to it, I'm really proud of myself 6 months ago for making this decision, but it is sad because last year was just a very, very hard year. But anyway, so all that aside, I started out at 227 pounds, and I am currently around 167 to 170. Again, I say that because weight kind of fluctuates, 3 to 5 pounds, just kind of depending on how much water, salts, all those things, or if you're on your period or anything like that. So give yourself some grace with the scale for sure. But so we have officially technically hit the 60-pound mark, which, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I do still have like 6 days until it's been 6 months, but yeah, so that is where I started, and that is where I'm at, and I am 5'2". I think that I already said that. So for losing weight, I did it all naturally through diet and exercise. Commonly asked question is weight loss surgery or weight loss injection or medication. This is probably, I feel like at first, when I first made my video, I obviously shared that I was not using any of those, and that I totally understand the questions and why you guys would ask those. And still, I understand, but I feel like majority of the time, those have been a kind of a rough spot for me, because people accuse me of lying all the time, like every single day. It is very frustrating for me, because I don't think that there's anything wrong with those things at all, you guys. I think honestly that if someone is not feeling their best and wants to feel better, that is what body positivity is about, doing what is right for you and loving yourself, at every stage, but also knowing what you need personally to feel your best. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I would share that, you guys. I promise you, if I had weight loss surgery, I would have taken you guys along for the journey. If I was on Ozempic or any of those weight loss injections or medications, I would have shared those with you. That would have been a journey that we also would have been on together. So yeah, I lost it through my diet and exercise, and that is kind of why that's a slightly sore subject, because it irritates me a little bit constantly being, told I'm lying, but anyway, we're gonna end it there, you guys. We're gonna end it there. Okay? That is it. I just know that I would not lie to you, okay? I love you guys, and I'm making these videos because I want to just be so transparent and so open and honest and tell you guys like it is. Okay, you guys, so we are going to hop into food and diet right now, and I'm just gonna kind of talk about that over the past 6 months. So I did not do like my Fitness Pal or Weight Watchers or any of that, and I think it's because I kind of jumped in to this journey without really thinking about it. I feel like a lot of times before you do a health journey or a weight loss journey or whatever kind of, situation like this, you have some type of feeling like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to start Monday, or I'm going to start the new year or the new month or anything like that. And you kind of like have this plan. And actually, I really didn't even think about it. It didn't even cross my mind until Christmas Day, which is the day before I started. I obviously was feeling really, really crappy the whole year, but I didn't really sit down and reflect that it could be the way that I am eating. It could be what I'm putting into my body or anything like that. That didn't even cross my mind until Christmas Day. I was not feeling good, you guys. That was just a really low time for me. And my sister actually got me Beats headphones. And I feel like I just, at night, Christmas night, I just said, you know what? Tomorrow, I cannot feel like this. I do not want to feel like this anymore. I don't even want to wait the week until the new year. I want this week where we don't have much going on, where it's just kind of like that chill week in between Christmas and New Year's. And I was like, I need this week to reflect, to get myself in order. And I just, this week is going to be my first week. I'm not going to wait. So the next morning, the 26th, I hopped into it, you guys. I woke up that morning. I don't even say motivation because a lot of people ask, how do you have the motivation? And I wouldn't even say it's motivation. I have lost motivation. I'm not even kidding. So many times at the beginning of this journey, there's been so many days where I was not motivated, but I was so dedicated to myself. I was dedicated to who I was 6 months ago, to who I was last year. And that person who was really, really struggling and did not feel good at all, I was dedicated to helping her and to showing her that she is so strong and she can do this. And I feel like that's how a lot of people, how do you not lose motivation? And it's that I love myself so much to dedicate what I'm doing to making myself feel better. So on days where I don't have the motivation for it, I just, I'm still dedicated to it. And I've lost motivation so many times. So I think that basing fully a health journey on having that motivation, you will lose that after maybe the first week or even the first day, because it's hard. It's hard at the beginning. But if you're just like, this is for me, like it's the only me you will ever be. Like, I don't know how cheesy that sounds, but like, it's for you. And also, it was for my son. I was feeling like I had to do this for him. I was dedicated to being the best mom I could be. It was for my husband, to be the best wife I could be. It was for my family to be a better daughter, to be a better sister, to be a better daughter-in-law, and, sister-in-law, and all those things that I feel like I was not being. But it had to start with me being dedicated to who I was and to knowing that, yes, I absolutely love myself, but that's the point. I love myself so much. Why hadn't I not wanted myself to feel better? Like, I can't just love myself and love what I look like and love my personality without loving my insides and wanting my insides to feel good. So yeah, I was dedicated, and that's why I started, you guys. So I was like, you know what? This is it. So December 26th, I decided to go on a loose calorie deficit. I say loose because, again, I just started, you guys. I didn't like immediately wake up and go to the grocery store the next day. I didn't wait until everything that I had in my fridge and pantry was gone and I ate all that, and then I went and reshopped, and then no, I just started. I didn't go get a scale. It was the day after Christmas. I kind of watched a few TikToks on calorie deficits because I hadn't really known anything. I feel like my whole life I've just heard about, obviously, like your fad diets and your, this, that, and the other thing, or you cut everything, you don't eat any carbs, you don't eat any sugars, or these certain diets. And that always scared me. That always intimidated me. Like, how do I know if this has sugar? How do I know? Blah, blah, like, what's carbs are in this? I don't know. Like, I was not good with packaging or anything. I felt like that was always so intense for me. And then intuitive eating, I've heard a lot. I felt like for me, I didn't even know what intuitive eating was. I just literally, my relationship with food was so bad that just could not work for me. So I was like, you know what, calorie deficit, a lot of people are talking about it. And it sounds like the most logical thing for me to think about, because I can just think about the numbers. I don't have to think about the food. I don't have to think about what, amount of sugars or what amount of this, that, and the other thing are in the food, or, anything like that. And I've obviously heard a lot about intermittent fasting, but I always like to have kind of a snack at night, or if I woke up hungry, I was stressed about that. And so I just said calorie deficit all around just seems like the best place to start. And oh my gosh, I am so thankful. I'm so thankful that that's what I did, you guys. I feel like that is really what I'd recommend to anyone. Again, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. Everything I've learned is basically from TikTok. So take it with a grain of salt, but that changed my life. And I'm going to go as far as save my life. I mean, not saying that, yeah, I am a different person than I was. And I'm so thankful that, I just saw this thing. I said, a lot of people are doing this. So I feel like mentally that would probably be the easiest thing for me. So I just would, look at calories on things, and I didn't measure anything. I just kind of guesstimated, and I would say my deficit was about 16 to 1900 calories. I say that because, again, I wasn't, didn't have like an exact measuring, so I could kind of just, say I think it was in that amount and kind of guess. And that's what I did. And still, I would say I wouldn't say I'm really on a calorie deficit so much anymore, just because it's been so long that I kind of am at the point where I know how much of a certain thing to eat, or what to make, or something like that, which I will share a lot of my foods and stuff in this video. But yeah, that's kind of what embarked this entire thing with my diet and what I did. So I just had to stop really quick because my phone almost died, but I just went and edited the first little part of this video right now, and I'm already at, I think it was like 16 minutes or something like that. So this is gonna be long, but I'm gonna try to talk quicker because I like to talk about everything, and I feel like this video could be like 3 hours if I didn't, cut things shorter. But anyway, so yeah, calorie deficit. I believe that is where I was. So I didn't know anything at the beginning other than a calorie deficit, or counting, my calories and what came into my body. And as time progressed, I realized that protein was so important, is so important. Protein is so important, you guys. I try to eat 100 grams to 150 grams of protein a day. I feel like at this point, majority of what I eat is protein based all day, every day, except for I am slightly more lenient on weekends. I, again, know that doesn't work for everyone, but at the point I am at, on weekends, I don't really think about things as much as I do during the weekday. I know that I've heard that doesn't work for everyone, but again, this is what works for me. So my diet right now is very heavily protein based. So in the morning, I make sure to have a high protein meal, or if I am rushing out the door, a high protein, protein shake. I'll make something like that. I'll have a protein bar if I am like going, in the morning, and I always make sure to have that so that I'm feeling full when I wake up. I make sure I drink a ton of water when I wake up, have my protein dense breakfast, and then I typically wait an hour to an hour or two to have my coffee. So I kind of let that sit, and then for lunch, again, just a protein heavy meal, and for dinner, a protein heavy dinner. And Halo Top ice cream is my dessert a lot of the time, and that is 16 to 19 grams in protein for a pint. So awesome. If you need a also protein dense, how many times can I say that, kind of dessert. And also sometimes I'll throw in some like Quest Reese's cups into the ice cream, or some type of, protein, whatever. Like I'm always thinking about it, and it has really changed the game for me. I feel like I'm always feeling full. I'm always feeling satisfied. The meals are really good. And you'd be surprised at like the protein levels and things that you don't even think about, which I felt like is really, really cool. Not saying that like I will eat my Boom Chicka Pop popcorn, which is like no protein really, I don't think whatsoever, but it tastes good. You know, I have my like snacks that I add in throughout the day, but for the most part my meals are very protein based, as well as like desserts. Obviously I have like my, you know, snacks that aren't, you know, super protein based, but for the most part, that is what I do, and that is again what I'd recommend, especially if you are, I mean, just in general for your diet, but I also am very into weightlifting recently. Well, recently as in the past 2 or 3 months, I have kind of switched my focus from cardio to weightlifting, weight training. I still do cardio daily, but at the beginning I was really focused on cardio. I didn't kind of do as much weights as I do now. So I'm really working on toning my body and all that, and protein has been so amazing with that. It has been just helping me kind of so much. So yeah, that's kind of the journey of my diet. So for foods, I am a creature of habit, you guys. A lot of people want me to share more meals and foods and stuff like that, and I think that I get a little bit hesitant because of course hate comes along with that, but on the other end, I am boring. And I eat during the week mostly the same things. During the weekend, again, is when I kind of, you know, do whatever I really, you know, want in obviously moderation. I'm just more used to, you know, my trigger foods. I can eat them and know how much of them I can eat to actually feel full. But yeah, so I'm really a creature of habit. Like I will have eggs in the morning, eggs and avocado, eggs and toast, any type of egg, because an egg is like 9 grams of protein. So if you have 3 eggs, there you go, you guys, you're almost at 30 grams. So things like that, it's really easy, things that you don't think of, and eggs are good. Cheesy eggs, or you know, a protein wrap with cheesy eggs. It's so good, so easy. Some avocado, you can have some turkey bacon and throw it in there, or some kind of other protein that you want to add in your breakfast. So that is a very basic breakfast food for me, along with yogurt and protein granola. I have yogurt and protein granola every single day, basically, even if it's not for my actual breakfast. I'll have it as a snack or as a side or anything like that, because I absolutely love it. And it is so delicious, you guys. I will have everything that I can of food like linked down below. I do have an entire health and fitness category on my Amazon storefront, so that has a lot of the stuff that I eat that I can link from Amazon in that as well. So yeah, those are kind of my 2 main breakfast foods that I will eat or gravitate towards in the morning. If I am rushing, I will grab a protein bar if I have to like be out the door, so that because I'm hungry right when I wake up, you guys. I'm hungry right in the morning, and I try again like not to have my coffee until a little bit later. So yeah, I will grab a protein bar. I've been really into, I think they're called barbells, something like that. These protein bars are so good, you guys. You can get them at Sheetz, you can get them online. They'll be linked down below. So freaking tasty. I am someone who I can eat things that taste like protein. A lot of people can't. I don't mind it. But if you do hate things that taste like protein, you need these, because they taste like a candy bar. My mom literally was like, this tastes like a Snickers. I've had some of you guys tell me that it tastes like a Snickers. You guys love these, okay? They're so good. Anyway, so I would grab one of those, or core protein shakes. You guys, core protein shakes, it will taste like you are drinking a Frosty from Wendy's. I am not kidding. So good. So I will take one of those, put ice in it, put a banana, sometimes throw some PB2 if I want it to have that peanut buttery flavor, and shake that up, and that's another on-the-go good protein quick breakfast in the morning if you are leaving. So those are things that I will eat as soon as I wake up to make sure I am waking up, getting my protein, because if I do not, I will be hungry right away to like an hour later, and that's how you know, you get to snacking on things if you don't have that really fulfilling kind of breakfast. So for lunch, a lot of my favorite things, I'm usually a quick luncher, because I just make something that me and my son can eat, or if I'm making him like mac and cheese, I throw something in the air fryer for me. So I am a creature of habit again with this. I will either eat like a leftover from the dinner before, which I will share like some of my favorite dinners in a second. So I will either eat leftovers from that, or I will have a chicken salad with balsamic vinegar, which is really good. And the chicken is really great on protein. I throw like as much of that as I can in there. I'll have cucumbers. I love just a bunch of veggies, a bunch of greens, and chicken. So that's just so easy. A lot of the chicken that I do, obviously you can do like rotisserie chicken, but I love the Tyson air fried chicken. I like the strips. I actually don't really like the patties. I feel like I don't know. I like the strips. They can get really crispy. They're 75% less fat, and there is a good amount of protein in there. I believe it's like 9 grams again for those. Or if you don't want to actually have chicken, like the Morning Star patties also have protein. So I will pop those in the air fryer, cut that up, put it on my salad, and typically I will also add some sweet potato fries for like that full salad feel. And I love sweet potato fries, and so does Mateo. So that is a lunch that I grab for a lot. Another lunch idea that I grab for a lot is at-home KFC bowls. Chicken is kind of like my lunch protein. I typically always just kind of make a kind of meal with chicken, you guys. So mashed cauliflower, so good, such a good substitution for mashed potatoes. I think it tastes delicious. The texture is just slightly off, but if you have everything else in there, I feel like you don't even notice it. And then corn. We love corn. I love corn, you guys. So mashed cauliflower, corn, and then the chicken, and then some cheese and some hot sauce. And it is so good, low in calorie. You're getting that protein, and it is easy, and it is quick. And I'm all about the quick lunches. So those are the things that I gravitate towards lunch. I love tuna. I'll do tuna salads with chickpeas and things like that. So if it's not chicken, it's probably going to be tuna. And then for dinners, this is kind of where we do things that are slightly more fun. We'll switch it up a lot. I don't eat a ton of red meat, and I love red meat. That's just, personally, I don't eat a ton during the week. I love steak. I will have steak when we go out to dinner. I love a good burger, but at home, if we're eating red meat, we typically eat lamb, which is the healthiest red meat, and it is so good. So we love eating lamb burgers. We eat so much ground turkey. We have tacos like twice a week. So good. Taco bowls, anything that we can do with tacos, we will have multiple times because they are so good all the time. Or different things with lambs you can do. There's so many things with lambs. We actually have a farmer's market right by us that sells lamb, so we will pick that up every week. And so we will have burgers, and I'm thinking things off the top of my head of different things that we eat, but it's mainly your protein and then greens, and that's kind of what we stick to. So it's not the most adventurous, but I can eat the same things every single week and feel super satisfied and excited to eat them because that's how I've always been. So this isn't like something that I've really switched up. We've always kind of been like that. So yeah, and then for snacks, I have this, my popcorn, my Boom Chicka Pop that I eat every day that's so good. I will have my ice cream at night, or just my little, ice cream bars. There's so many different kind of like alternatives. Sometimes if I want like a milkshake, I will just at night have a little bit of a protein shake with some chocolate almond milk, and I can add a banana in there, some ice, and then some of the Lily's dark chocolate chips, and blend that up. And you guys, if you want to add peanut butter, some PB2, it will taste like a chocolate peanut butter banana milkshake with some chocolate chip pieces in it. So yummy. So yummy. Like, it's things that I didn't even know, like, I don't feel like I'm missing at all because I can have this protein dense thing that tastes almost exactly the same. So yeah, anyway, this is getting long. I'm just rambling. I keep rambling about food, but we are going to switch it up. We're going to talk about the gym so that this video isn't forever. But yeah, a lot of things will be linked down below, you guys. I love Quest protein snacks, protein chips from Quest and stuff like that. If I'm like at the end of the day and I'm missing the amount of protein that I want, if I am, I'll just like, sometimes add some eggs at the end. But yeah, Quest protein chips, Quest protein cookies, Quest protein, whatever. They'll be linked down below because Quest is also an amazing protein brand that comes out with a lot of different alternatives that are protein based and also low in calories. So they are really, really awesome. But we're going to end it there. If you guys have questions about food, I will try to get them all down below because I feel like I could just kind of keep going on about different foods. And honestly, it's very easy to kind of switch your mindset, a lot easier than you think if you're not just trying to cut out sugars and carbs and this, and this. If you're just more focusing on having a protein dense meal, it will change your life, you guys. It will change your life. So yeah, that's the food. So now we are going to kind of talk about the gym and working out. Again, this is something that it's a little bit hard to kind of just talk about, but if you do follow me on my second Instagram, which is _Health Journey, I will have that down below so you guys can check that out. I share a lot of workouts. I take you guys to the gym with me a lot. I actually recently posted one just in my sunroom. I think I'm gonna do more of those where I'll share, like, I think today I might film my favorite dumbbell workouts or my favorite kettlebell workouts that I just posted, or just like taking you guys to the gym with me. And I also share a lot of like vulnerable stuff out there, things that I am going through on this journey, because obviously it is majority all good, but there are those like things that, you know, I feel like not enough people talk about that go on when this is going on. So, which I think I might address a little bit more at the end of this video. But for working out, yes, I am still running. I typically will go to the gym, and lately I've just been doing a mile, running a mile, and then I will do some weight training. So I do have a 5K next month, so I've been like slightly training for the 5K, so I haven't been doing the stairs and the Stairmaster as much as I used to, but I have realized the biggest change in my body recently is because I'm focusing on weight training and focusing on training my muscles, which actually ends up burning those calories all day, where if you're doing cardio, it's kind of just in the moment. So weight training in general is just so important. And I think a lot of people think, you know, if I'm not dripping in sweat like I do from cardio, or if I don't feel like I'm working out as hard when I'm doing cardio. And that's something that a lot of us kind of need to retrain our minds, because that's how I was. But weight training is so important, you guys. And if you even don't, I do have things linked in my kind of like health category on my Amazon storefront for like weights and at home workouts, because we do have a little gym downstairs at our house. So I've been going to the gym less because I do a lot of things here, and it is so easy. You could spend under $100 on stuff or under $200 on stuff and have so many options for working out at home every single day if you have that gym anxiety or whatever. And I totally know that a lot of us deal with that. So yeah, I've been really into it at home. I've also been really, really into YouTube videos. You guys all have my favorite girl linked down below for YouTube. If you want a quick under 10-minute workout, 5-minute, 8-minute, 10-minute, she is the girl for you. She will, like, my muscles will be so sore. I feel like I get the best workouts from her. She is amazing. She will train your full body, and you don't even need equipment. So if you don't even want equipment, she will be linked down below. Her name is Lilly. She puts out videos every single week, and they are hard. They will get a sweat on, but just know it's so quick, so you can power through it for 5 minutes and feel like you got such a good workout. So that is, I do those basically every single day. I get a lot of questions on how many days I go to the gym or how many days I work out, and I work out basically 6 days a week. I typically, like yesterday, I didn't really do anything. Obviously, I'm always walking. We go on walks basically every day. So I'm not like thinking about that. I try to walk 2 or so miles or more every single day. But for actually like a working out, I would say 6 days a week. 4 to 5 of those days are more intense. 4 to 5 of those days, I will be doing more intense weightlifting. I will be doing more intense cardio, like running or something like that. And then the other days, I still count my little 5-minute video as a full workout, because I am sweating. I feel my entire body worked out. I feel sore the next day. So yeah, as long as I'm moving my body every single day and setting aside that time to do something that makes me feel good, that's what's important. So I could go to the gym for 2 to 3 hours, or I could go home and get a workout for 5 minutes, and both of them are amazing and both of them are equally as important. And I think a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I don't have the time. I'm not gonna do this. I don't have the time. You only need 5 minutes. I do it with Mateo. Mateo will be sitting, you know, by me doing the same workouts or whatever. So if I can do it, you can do it, you guys. So yeah, but be sure to follow me if you want more of like fitness and stuff like that, because it's a little bit more like harder to talk about than food, but I love the gym and I love working out at home, and yeah, so that's where we're gonna end that. So I do kind of want to talk about, before we finish this video off, with just like some things that a lot of people don't think about, and I get questions all the time about my loose skin and stuff like that. And I have been kind of honestly struggling with this lately, with feeling just like, you know, trying to train your brain to have this thought of, you know, this is just showing how far I've come. This is showing how hard I've worked. And I totally believe that, but it's also, when you're staring at it in the mirror every day, it can be a little bit hard. And so yeah, I've been struggling a little bit with, I think, body dysmorphia. I've been struggling a little bit with self-image, and honestly a little bit more than I think I did before, which a lot of people, you know, you're just saying that. That's not true. And yes, it is. If you are on a journey like this, just know that it is okay to say that you don't feel your best, or you don't feel like you know, look your best. It's okay. I think that a lot of people think that if you lose any type of weight, you obviously feel like you look better. And you know, being plus size and being, you know, the size that I was such a part of my identity, and it was literally such a part of my job. And it's something that I, you know, I struggle with now, because it's also like getting told every day that you identify yourself wrong, or that you're not mid-size, and and you need to stop saying you're mid-size. And then I still feel like I have all of this extra skin. I still have this big belly. I still have these arms, and people are constantly telling me that, like, it's a hard spot to be in. And I feel like not enough people talk about it, with your body changing, seeing yourself different. It is hard. And yeah, give yourself grace. I can keep saying that because it's something that I feel like a lot of times if you're talking to someone about this, they'll be like, what do you mean? Like, you lost weight, like, obviously, blah, blah. And they don't ever think like there's a physical part to it, with seeing yourself different and struggling with that. And I feel like that's why I changed my hair, and I talked about this before, and just feeling like, I don't know, like seeing myself a different way, but also feeling like I'm the same. And then and then constantly having people comment on your body constantly. It's a battle that that is constantly ongoing. And yeah, so just know that if you are planning on embarking on this journey, or you're on this journey, that's totally normal. I am so here for you. If you follow me on my second page, I feel like we chat all the time. I love answering you guys' DMs. I love talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys in the comments. And you guys are like my actual little support system, my little family. And so just know that I'm right there with you, and to never, like, I don't know, just know that it's okay. It's okay. And then also, one other thing that I just wanted to talk about really quick before we end this is, I shared this a little bit in a post, but if you are, I saw this TikTok that said, if you want to know who your real friends are, lose weight. And it's something you just don't think about, because I think that, again, going along with, you know, automatically in our minds, it's kind of perceived with how society is, that if you lose weight, people like you more. It's just kind of like what it is. Like, I mean, people have told me, they're like, are people just so much nicer to you now that you're thinner? And I have been really struggling with it being the opposite. I kind of shared this before, but I have had certain people, obviously online a lot, and then certain people in my life, they have treated me different, and they have distanced themselves from me, and it's hard. And yeah, so if you know someone in your life who is making a change in themselves, and just know that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of, dedication and a lot of self-reflecting, and what they're doing is really hard, and please be supportive. Please be supportive. And also, if you are the one who you are feeling like people are not treating you the same, or they're not being supportive of you or being there for you, I'm in the same boat. I love you. And just know that, you're the true people in your life. They will love you at no matter what size. They will love you no matter what size, and they will just, want to support your health, and know that that's what matters. And those are the people that you need in your corner anyway. So yeah, anyway, so that is gonna be the end of this video. I'm actually gonna edit this right now, so I don't know when this is gonna be up. I feel like this was really fun. I hope that I answered a lot of questions, or that I didn't just, ramble too much. But I love you guys so much. Thank you just for sticking with me, if you've stuck with me, because a lot of people haven't. And so if you still love me and love the fashion and love everything, it literally means the world to me. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.